The media gives us nothing but their opinion, and politicians, they give us nothing but talking points. So let's talk about some things that we know. We know that every couple of years, politicians go in their office and they open up that old trunk they've got sitting in the corner and they pull out their costumes. They've got their John Deere hats, their flannel shirts, their hot sauce, their mariachi music. I mean, they've got everything they need to go a pandering. And they get out there on the campaign trail and they talk about how, their life was shaped and formed from being in the 4-H. You weren't in the 4-H. You came one time and Melissa McGillicuddy brought her prize-winning duck and it scared the crap out of you and you had to call your mama to come get you and take you home. You didn't grow up in the 4-H. But they'll get out there and they'll tell us all this wonderful stuff that they've done. How they just love hot sauce on their fried chicken. They grew up driving an old John Deere through the field. They're just like me and you. Friends, these people are out collecting American citizens the way a kid collects Pokemon. And that is exactly what they're doing. Make no mistake about it. You and I, we are their Pokemon. And they collect us into groups. You've got your black Americans, your Latino Americans, white Americans, Asian Americans, the list goes on and on. You've got your male, your female groups. They break us up into so many groups, we don't even know who we are anymore. But they go out and they collect us. And then when they get ready to have a big fight, when they have a match, they start throwing you and I at each other. And they sit back and they let us fight amongst ourselves. We do battle. And it's like we're so stupid, we don't see what they're doing. These people aren't out on the campaign trail trying to explain to us what's going on in D.C., what kind of bills are being presented, what the effects of these bills are, the upside, the downside. They're not asking for our opinion, how they should vote on different topics and different subjects. They're out there sitting on a John Deere tractor in front of a bunch of farmers, acting like if this thing accidentally fired up, I'm not going to mess down both legs of my britches. I'm going to be cool about it. When the truth is, if one of their assistants hadn't helped them up on it, they wouldn't even know which end of that tractor to sit on. And we stand out there in the field and we listen to them talk and we cheer and yeah, he said pro-Second Amendment. He's my guy. They go on some radio show and talk about all the hot sauce they lick off of their fingers every time they eat fried chicken. Oh yeah, that's our Democrat. That's, we're with her. What have they told you about America? What have they told you about what's going on in this country? Not a blasted thing. They're just out there collecting us like Pokemon. And when they get back to Washington and they start having their fights and they start jockeying for power, they start trying to get more leverage than the next guy, they're going to reach in their little pouch and they're going to pull out a couple of their Pokemon. Now, they may have to pull out white, middle-aged suburban moms, and they may need to pull out young, redneck mudslingers in order to win this fight. But they don't care. They will throw them out against the other side's black single moms, and then they'll sit back and they'll let us do all of the fighting amongst ourselves. They'll let us destroy each other, and whichever one of them have the most Pokemon standing at the end of the match, they win. And what do you and I do about it? Well, we drag our butts to the poll every couple of years and we vote for one of these yahoos. I don't know, friends. Maybe it's just me. It might just be my personal opinion. But but I'm pretty sick and tired of being their Pokemons. I think it's about time that we start paying attention to what's going on. And when they come out and climb up on some John Deere tractor and they start running their mouth, I think we need to shut them down. And we need to be informed enough and know enough about what's going on. We need to start asking them questions. We piss and moan all the time about the media throwing, softball questions at them. We don't even question them. Think about that. When they come to our town and they're standing up in their costume trying to get us to vote for them, we don't even question them. We just go listen to what they have to say, and we cheer and wave our signs, and then we go put a check mark beside their name on the election day. But maybe it's time that we start learning what's going on. Maybe we need to pull back and say, wait a minute, what are you going to do about House Bill 1357? Because there's not a soul here that wants to see that bill pass. So why did you co-sign it? Friends, that's how we become involved citizens. But more importantly, that's how we stop letting them collect us as Pokemon, and we stop letting them force us to fight their battles.